This small heavyweight may seem cheerful at first glance. Are you the toner? I am the White Rabbit. But once you anger him, he's ready to destroy giants and shock the world. Today, you'll witness how an underdog, whom no one ever bet on, became an Olympic gold medalist and an undisputed champion in both the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions. What's the name of your opponent? It's Marco Huck. The fight against Marco Huck took place in the quarterfinal of the right from the outset. Usyk showcased his mastery with a sharp focus on body shots, setting the tone for a compelling battle. Applause. The best blow from Marco Huck. It was a right hook in the fourth round to which Usyk was laughing, and he responded with a combination of 6 punches that made the German stagger. Applause. The strength and pressure of Usyk forced the German opponent to retreat often. Marco looked tired and confused, and only the bell saved him from an early defeat at the end of the 7th round. Applause. It seemed that Usyk could end the fight at any moment. After several tough episodes, he finally did it in the 10th round. Applause. Thanks to this victory, Oleksandr defended the WBO title for the 3rd time and entered the semifinals of the World Boxing Super Series. In his 10th professional fight, Usyk versus Glowacki, Oleksandr had the opportunity to win his first world title. According to the WBO version, the fight was against the Polish boxer Krzysztof Glowacki. At the time of the fight, the Polish fighter was undefeated with a 26-0 record, but still, experts saw him as an underdog in this fight. From the first second of the fight, it was obvious that the experts were correct. And Krzysztof Glowacki is the world champion. Give him, he's not a fancy punch picker with straight shots. Glowacki loads with everything. That's a nice little elbow from Usyk. He can be hit. Usyk must be wary of these kinds of the Leonards. Absolutely. But it's very rare in such a big man. Oh, big left hand, right hand. And it really is a tremendous effort, adjusting that angle to make sure. A great 1-2 there from Usyk. After 12 rounds of a one-sided fight, Oleksandr won by unanimous decision. Champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Applause. Usyk versus Bellew. Oleksandr. Usyk conducted his first and only defense of the titles as the undisputed cruiserweight champion against the British boxer Tony Bellew. It was only the 6th fight in the history of boxing where all 4 world championship titles were at stake. Usyk carefully started the fight, not forcing the event and trying to adapt to his opponent. In response, Bellew successfully carried out his counterattacks, delivering his punches one by one. He's got bags of experience with expertise. A good shot from Bellew there, and he landed also with a right. Don't let him get set! When they got close, starting from the 4th round, Oleksandr began to adapt to his opponent. He landed a left hook to Bellew's head, forcing the Briton to move back. I mean, it was even. You couldn't really score anyone to win the first round. It could have been a standoff, but the left hand for Tony's counterattacks stopped being sharp. His movements on the legs slowed down. It was clear that the British man was getting tired. In the 8th round, Bellew began to retreat, and Usyk, with a sharp left hook, finished the fight. Well, Usyk is really closing this gap with real, middle of the night for Tony, Jakewell in the ring. For Tony, it was the last fight in his career, and for Alex, it was the last fight in this division. Next time, we would see him in the heavyweight division. Usyk versus Gassiev. Oleksandr Usyk, the world champion, etched his name in boxing history during the final bout of the World Boxing Super Series, where not only the prestigious Muhammad Ali trophy, but also all 4 major championship belts were at stake. Let's delve deeper into how Oleksandr Usyk, known for his highly methodical and calculated approach inside the ring, showcased technical mastery to dominate and astonish the boxing world in this pivotal matchup. Throughout his career, Usyk has built a reputation for being a cerebral fighter, one who doesn't rely purely on physical strength or explosive power, but rather on strategy, precision, and the ability to outthink and outmaneuver his opponents. This fight was no exception. Typically a slow starter, Usyk often spends the opening rounds analyzing his opponent's rhythm, footwork, and defensive patterns before formulating a plan to exploit their weaknesses. However, in this high-stakes encounter, with multiple world titles and the prestigious Muhammad Ali trophy on the line, he understood that conceding early rounds could be costly. There was no room for hesitation, and Usyk knew he had to establish dominance from the very first bell. From the outset, Usyk's jab became the centerpiece of his strategy. It wasn't just a simple scoring punch. It was a versatile weapon that allowed him to dictate the pace, control the distance, and disrupt Gassiev's rhythm. Each jab served a purpose. Some were thrown with speed to keep his opponent off balance, others with power to break through the guard, and many were used to set up more complex combinations. By constantly changing the speed, angle, and timing of his jab, Usyk prevented Gassiev from settling into any kind of offensive flow. What made this performance so masterful was Usyk's ability to control the geography of the ring. Through intelligent footwork, he maintained the optimal distance, close enough to land scoring punches, yet far enough to evade Gassiev's dangerous power shots. He never moved in predictable straight lines. Instead, he circled, pivoted, and shifted angles in a way that forced Gassiev to reset over and over again. This constant lateral movement drained the challenger's energy and frustrated his attempts to launch meaningful offense. Adding another layer to his strategy, Usyk employed feints, subtle yet highly effective movements that disguised his true intentions. A slight shoulder twitch or a faint step forward was enough to draw premature reactions from Gassiev, creating openings for clean, unanswered shots. His use of the lead right hand as a feint was particularly effective, as it disrupted Gassiev's timing and rhythm, leaving him hesitant and reactive rather than proactive. As the rounds progressed, the cumulative effect of Usyk's precision, discipline, and tactical brilliance became Oleksandr Usyk, applause, made history as the first boxer to unify all 4 major championship titles in the cruiserweight division. And now, it's time to talk about the main fight in Oleksandr Usyk's professional career, his bout against the heavyweight superstar and champion, Anthony Joshua. For many, it seemed like just another routine fight for Anthony, given Usyk's significant disadvantage in size. The entire British arena was poised to witness another victory for their compatriot. However, the Ukrainian had no intentions of giving up without a fight. Usyk versus Joshua in the opening round. Usyk took the center of the ring, landing a solid jab on AJ and effectively using his footwork. From Ukraine, Usyk working for Joshua to get out to a quick start. Oh, and again, Usyk with a straight left hand. The southpaw scores, looking for that backhand again. Just misses, but changes the level to the body. AJ, relying on his reach, blocked most punches as the fight reached round 3 without significant blows from either fighter. Usyk's quick hands inside compromised AJ, but Joshua fought back. By round 5, Joshua landed heavier hits, indicating a challenging night to the body. Big hands to the body from AJ. Yes, a very good body shot. AJ with a right, going to be in trouble. But you also feel if AJ connects with a big shot, it's going to be trouble. However, the pattern of the fight shifted again in the 7th, with Usyk landing some heavy hits, the biggest of which left the defending champion stumbling and only just managing to stop himself from hitting the canvas. Oh boy, there's your answer from Usyk. And a jab backs Joshua up again. Electric! Oh, back from Usyk. AJ took the sting out of that. God just misses with the left. This fight has been everything you could have asked it to be. In the following round, AJ again responded brightly, but he hadn't connected with Usyk as strongly as the hits he had received. Round 9 saw Joshua taking a big left hand but responding well, even managing to have Usyk on the ropes in a closely contested round. Into the 10th, both fighters faced challenges, with Usyk's cut reopening and AJ's right eye beginning to close. The penultimate round saw Usyk once again on top, and if the fight were to go the distance, it appeared it would be a points decision to hand AJ the defeat, with another strong round to finish for Usyk. AJ stalking his man but not throwing anything. The footwork won't allow him to throw much. No, Usyk trying to send shockwaves throughout the heavyweight division and the boxing world in general. It's AJ! AJ's in trouble! Do you believe this? Yes, I believe it. Yes, I believe this. That was exactly how it ended, with the judges unanimously scoring the bout in favor of the contender. Usyk versus Fury, of course. The pinnacle of Usyk's career was his fight against Tyson Fury. While some of his past victories could be predicted in his favor, taking on an undefeated giant who moves like a middleweight seemed like a terrible idea, especially considering that it was Tyson Fury who ended the reign of Alexander's fellow Ukrainian, Vladimir Klitschko. Though the fight with Usyk was crucial for Fury's legacy and redemption, it seemed Tyson didn't realize this. He repeatedly avoided the bout, instead engaging in meaningless fights, despite the embarrassment against Ngannou. Fury continued to evade Usyk, setting bizarre conditions for the fight. He wants $500 million. Eventually, the match was arranged. And if Fury had been trash-talking Usyk before, the level of disrespect skyrocketed once the contract was signed. You know what's coming. You're getting smashed, a piece of sausage. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. Knocked out cold, sausage. Rabbit in the gym. We're getting ready to smash Alexander. The big juicy teeth. Little ugly bastard. You're getting it. In 6 weeks' time, your history. Thank you so much, everybody. People, I more speak in the ring. What was it that you drew? I saw you drawing something while everyone up here was talking. You had your pen, you had your paper, you drew something and put it in your pocket. What was it? It's my, homework. Understand? Yeah, your homework. Any more detail? It's Paul. Could you show it to us? Oh, no. Now, no. The day of the fight finally arrived. The difference in the fighters' approaches was evident. Alexander Usyk entered the ring calm and composed, while Tyson Fury tried to put on a show, showing obvious signs of nervousness and behaving strangely. This energy carried into the fight itself. Usyk started strong, controlling the early rounds with his agility and precise punches. Fury gained momentum in the middle of the fight, leveraging his size and power, but Usyk regained control in the later rounds. The 9th round was pivotal, with Usyk knocking Fury down. Applause. For the first time in his career, Fury faced a more technical and faster opponent, and he lost. Even Fury's significant size advantage didn't help, and surprisingly, Usyk came closer to a knockout victory than anyone expected. Many argued that Fury was saved by the referee, who some believed unfairly stopped the fight in the 9th round. Rumors swirled that the referee did everything possible to keep Fury in the fight and potentially steal a victory, but that didn't happen. After the fight, Tyson Fury bizarrely wished everyone a Happy New Year, despite the actual date. I'm running it back in October. Good luck to Alexander. Well done, God bless you. Happy New Year, but he didn't stop there. And you know, his country's at war, so people are siding with the country at war. But make no mistake, I won that fight. In my opinion, Fury claimed that Usyk only won because he's Ukrainian and that the judges favored him due to the ongoing war, despite the fact that the entire world witnessed Usyk dominate Fury and come close to finishing. Him, Fury, and his family doubled down on the robbery narrative, marking the lowest point of his career.